Thursday, March 26th. It's good to talk to you guys all again today. Today I'm going to switch from the Sabbath topic, although I will come back to that, to fear. There's a lot of fear in what's going on in our world today. And today we're going to look at Isaiah 26 verse 3. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. It's always been one of my favorite Bible verses, but I would like to break it down for you. Perfect peace. What does that look like? What does that feel like? It means calm, not upset, not worried, not frantic, completely at ease. And I was thinking about when a child is having a nightmare and they wake up and mom or dad comes in and picks the child up, and the child starts calming down because they're looking at mom or dad and they're listening to them, they're focusing on them and not the nightmare. Mom and dad become the center of attention, and perfect peace. They can go right back to sleep when mom or dad has them. God does the keeping. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace. God does the keeping, not us. We can't do that. He's the one that picks up the frantic child, the frantic me, the worried me, the stressing me. He's the one that calms me down. He's the one that says, look at me, listen to me, I'm here. And the word keep is an interesting word because it's actually it's an Old English word that has the idea of a guardhouse that keeps all the evil out, and nothing comes in except through the door with permission. The guard who manages the guardhouse, God, nothing comes in without him letting it in. And there are some things God lets in, but he's still got his arms around you. And they can only get as close as he allows them to. Sometimes a child is taken to the doctor's office and they're terrified of the needle, and mom and dad are there with them, and God and the parent says, calm down, I'm with you. But the needle still comes. And there's still some pain involved in it, unfortunately. The word stayed has the idea of fixed, but also has a very interesting idea with it. It means to be propped up by or to lean upon. And the idea is this: God will keep us in perfect peace who are leaning into his hugs, into his embrace, into his help, into his hope. One of the things about leaning into someone is you can never fall away from them if you're leaning into them. The more you lean, the more likely you are to fall into them. And so God says, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed, that is leaning on me, because there's no other no other result possible. Perfect peace is the only result. Mind, all the crazy thoughts. Am I going to go bankrupt? Am I going to lose my house? Am I going to lose my money? Am I going to lose my family? Am I going to lose my health? Is the government going to corrupt things worse? Are the Democrats going to get power? Are the Republicans going to get power? Who's going to manipulate? All the thoughts. One of the neat things about this is mind is stayed on thee is quit thinking those thoughts and think about God. Think about him being with you. Quit thinking about the nightmare. And on thee, just think on God. Nothing else. That's hard to do when there's nothing else to do, like many of us have right now, or some of us, not me, are so overwhelmed with things to do that we don't even have time to think about God, and yet we need to. Then it says, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed, fixed, leaning on me, because that person trusteth in thee. Trust is the word trusteth is a very active verb. It is not passive. When I said lean, it's a decision to lean into God, to lean into him and not the problems, to lean into his answers and not our own answers. When a child trusts his parent in the crisis, that child experiences perfect peace. When the believer trusts actively, deliberately in God, he experiences peace, perfect peace. And might be able to say this, the more you lean in, the greater the peace. The less you lean in and trust, the less the peace. May God bless you today. Thank you.